What up, Gotham Guardians and Arkham Adversaries? It's your boy Trey of the Bat Channel, and it's March 18th. I wanted to film right before I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League, just so you guys could see what's going through my mind right now. I would watch the red carpet premiere last night with Kevin Smith. He did a wonderful job. I know they had some technical difficulties, but I was watching it with my family, and man, I was starting to get emotional. It's it's that weird feeling that you almost can't believe it's happening, like it's too good to be true or something. And it's also like bittersweet. This community we've built with the release of Snyder Cut family, and everything we've done for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Finally, we're getting Zack Snyder's Justice League, the thing we were fighting for all these years, the thing that brought us all together, along with, fighting for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, for Autumn, and now we're here. Here's the Snyder Cut, something that people told us would never happen, and yet I can watch it right now. I'm I'm like speechless. I know it's like I've been preparing myself. I wanted to watch it as soon as it went live last night, but of course, we had to work early in the morning. So my wife, she's the responsible adult, and me being the little kid, like I can handle it. Like I'll stay awake for it. I'll be up until 5 a.m. and then go to work at 7. And she's like, no, like we're going to bed. It will be there when you wake up. Like, okay, now I'm just gonna have to avoid social media. But every time I, was at work this last week, I've been listening to The Crew at War Power by Junkie XL, Tom Holkenborg. And as soon as it hits that Justice League theme, that anthem of our community, it brings me to tears every time. Every time. Because it's like the song that defines these last 3 years. You have that really dark part in the beginning, and it's like this battle, and then you have victory coming together. You know, the unity of this community, and the journey that we have been on these last few years, guys, has been one that I will never forget. It has completely changed my life. It has encouraged me to do this YouTube channel, because usually I consider myself an antisocial person. I usually stick to myself, my few good friends, and I don't go much further out of that. And to have seen how wonderful this community has been to each other, very supportive of each other, I can't thank you guys enough for this incredible journey we've been on. And I'm excited for the next chapter. I'm going to sit down, enjoy this movie. Some people have been asking me, Trey, are you going to do a recording of your reactions watching the film? And I've just decided that I need to enjoy it as a fan first. I need to enjoy it as someone who has been waiting to see this since 2017. And I encourage you guys to do the same, to really just soak this film in and to enjoy it, because it's special. This film has completely changed the game in terms of how the studio treats their cast, their crew, their director, their fans even, and it also shows how powerful a fandom can be, and not a fandom that was just fighting for that film, but a force of good that people could come together and accomplish wonders, and we still can. It doesn't have to end here. So I just want to say, before I hit play on this legendary film, that I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I thank you guys, to every single person who tweeted hashtag release the Snyder Cut or Snyder Cut or for autumn, hashtag AFSP. Thank you. Thank you. You've made a difference in a lot more lives than you guys think. You've made a difference in my life, and I appreciate everything this community has done for me and for everyone who has fought for this. This is a moment for all of us to celebrate together, and I'm gonna make sure I have a box of tissues during this film. I'll see you guys on the other side. To help us celebrate Zack Snyder's Justice League, I figured, hey, why not? Let's do another Bat Channel giveaway. If you recall our first Bat Channel giveaway, we did the Victor Koo Mighty Pegasus Darkseid poster that won the Zack Snyder's Justice League fan poster competition. For the holidays, we did the Lego Batmobile, but now we are going to be giving away the Release the Snyder Cut book written by Sean O'Connell, the managing director of Cinema Blend. All you have to do is to share this video, tag us on one of our social media accounts, whether it's on Twitter at Trey Austin Music. If you're doing it through Facebook, do it at Holy Bat Channel. And for every time you share one of our videos and tag us, that's an extra entry that will randomly select the winner once we hit 1,000 subscribers. It'll be kind of our 1,000 subscriber celebration. So share this video, tag us, and when we hit 1,000, we'll select one of you guys to win, and we'll reach out to you because I've been in touch with Sean, and we're gonna get your guys' information so he can personally sign it for you. How cool is that? How cool is that? So excited, guys. It's getting me excited. I'm a slow reader, but from what I've read so far, there's stuff in here that I didn't even know, and I've been a part of the Snyder Cut community since January of 2018. It's a really cool book, and it makes the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League all the more special because you realize how huge this moment was. So share this video and you could be the lucky winner of the Release the Snyder Cut book by Sean O'Connell. Thank you, Zach. Oh, man. That was amazing.
Thank you.
You know, Sarah got home, my Wonder Wife, and we had everything set up, movie ready to go. And finally, when we took our bathroom break, had multiple different drinks, I made myself a Bruce Wayne, and we got to that moment where we're sitting on the couch and it was time to hit play. And it took me a few minutes. Not because I was afraid that, the film wouldn't be as good, or live up to the expectations that we've all had, since 2017, and from everything of what we heard of the film, because it was that, preparing myself. I had to take a few deep breaths and soak it in. And plus I didn't like want my eyes all blurry while I was like tearing up and like didn't see, the first few shots of the film. So I was like wiping away. My wife, of course she was like teasing me.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Stop.
It was just that moment of like all these years of fighting for this film that here we are. I can hit play. It was so weird of just how impactful that moment was of just and watching it.
I love you. I love you too, honey. Yeah.
And let me just say, anyone who thought 4 hours was too freaking long for this film, as the chapters were going through, and we won't do any spoilers, I promise. I will not do any spoilers. We'll do. I think it'd be cool to do breakdown videos and reactions to each individual chapters for each episode that we do for the Bat Channel. But as the chapters were going through, I kept thinking, oh, damn it, man. 6 left, 5 left, 4 left, 3 left, 2 left, and then finally we got to the last one, and it was like, you barely knew 4 hours went by. I mean, you could tell by the time when you're like, oh, we started this movie at 6, here it is at 10, 10 p.m. But you're involved, you're focused, you're honed in. The story is far more powerful than the 2017 film. Every character handled with respect and care. With Ray Fisher's Cyborg, wow, Ray, you already know. Ray was phenomenal in this film. Like, when you think about it, like, that's his first movie. And here he is, and he's hanging with the big boys. He's hanging out with Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Ezra's Flash. His character was still kind of the comic relief, but everything felt important. The story gave us so much background on these characters, and you can go further into it, I'm sure, but each character was handled with such care. Batman wasn't a joke anymore. He, not being able to fight a single parademon. He was a badass. That score that Junkie XL did, man. I don't know if you guys have seen my soundtrack reactions, but I think I talked about this in the Crew at War Power one with Junkie XL, that my father used to do this game with me when I was a little kid, and I didn't know the lessons he was trying to teach me then. To me it was just something fun. But he used to put on a movie like Jaws, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, those classic movie scores. And while the movie was playing, he would mute the TV and he would say, "You see how important the music is?" And then to further that, he would go to the piano that we had by the TV and he would create his own themes. And he would mess around all the time. Like, some would be like circus, when the shark is coming for the people on, the orca, or the T-Rex is trying to eat somebody. He would play something funny that had like no relations to what was going on for the feelings of that music. And he would ask the same question: do you see how important the music is? And that's the way I felt with Junkie XL's music, because there was some scenes that you saw in this film that were very similar to the 2017 film. Very similar. Some of it, and I'll get to this point later, but for me, I pay attention a lot to music in the scores of films. So knowing that, okay, this is where Danny Elfman did this, and then you have Junkie XL's music doing this, it fit so much better. So much. There was so much creativity and artistry and just really care put through each minute of this film, whether it was the visuals, the acting, the story, the music. Everything was done with care, and you could feel it. You could feel it. And how cool that we got to see Darkseid. Darkseid, one of Jack Kirby's greatest creations ever. And here he was on the big screen in all his glory and just badass as ever. And Ray Porter with the voice. Oh man. It was hard not to get emotional through the film. And just at random times. You know, I mean, Zach knows just how to certain lines in the movie with, you know, Wonder Woman and how inspiring she is to other women, you know, of this incredible character. And then you have Batman, who is on this incredible trajectory of this redemption story. And seeing all these characters that we know and love, and seeing some of them for the first time, in Flash looking so cool, Aquaman, like, oh. I was moved throughout the entire film. And one part I struggled with, and I'm sure some people struggled with this as well, but, and this was the point I was about to make earlier, but Warner Brothers got rid of Zack to have Josh make the movie more like Marvel and funnier. And as Zack said in an interview recently, I think with the New York Times, where, you know, he agrees, and I agree too, Marvel is very good at what they do. They are very good at making a funny, adventure, action-packed superhero film that has some heart to it. I agree with that. They have the best formula for what works for them. It doesn't work for DC. And when Warner Brothers tried to do that with Justice League, with Josh Whedon, you realize one thing that kept catching my eye was that the funniest parts in Justice League 2017 were Zack's scenes. They were Zack's scenes. And not only that, he had some extra stuff in there that we hadn't seen before. That was hilarious. That fucking funny as hell. And yet, Josh put in tasteless humor and forced humor and sexist humor for something that didn't match the character, something they would never say. And yet in this film, everything felt natural. Nothing felt like it wasn't who the character was deep down, or that it couldn't be expected of that character, really. Or everything made sense. It was done and handled with care. And I loved every minute of this film. And it was tough for me as a viewer to fully enjoy the film and to know that this is what they gave up in 2017. This is what someone sat down and said, this is not the direction we want to go with. We want to go with something like this.
What the hell were you thinking?
I hope they learn a lesson. I hope they learn a lesson, because this film had heart.
Heart.
I'm sorry?
You gotta have heart.
Can you elaborate on that?
Miles and miles of heart.
It treated the characters we love with respect. And I know I keep saying that, but that's the point of this film. The score was incredible. When I heard that Crew at War Power theme and you see them all together, the entire Justice League, I about jumped up and clapped. right there, but it was just my wife and my brother-in-law. You know, so it would have been like this one guy just clapping by himself. But that's the way I felt. That's the way I felt. It was so beautiful, and to see Ben Affleck back as Batman, as you guys know, he's my favorite Batman of all time. Because partly because I am a huge Dark Knight Returns fan, and to see him back and that the theme they do with his character in this film. Like I said, I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it. We'll do actual, breakdown and reaction videos later. It was moving to me as a huge Batman fan to see a Batman that I hadn't really seen much before in some of the comics I've read, until actually recently with kind of the Joker Wars, seeing a bit of a different take on Batman, being a little more hopeful and having faith in what he's doing. And it was so rewarding. This film was so rewarding. I'm truly blown away by it, and the way they leave it off. Warner Media, AT&T. I hope you guys realize this isn't a cul-de-sac. It isn't a cul-de-sac to us. It's not a cul-de-sac to Zack. We're coming to restore the Snyderverse now.
Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Because that film proved everything we knew and more. And this was a damn good film. Easily one of the best superhero films of all time. I'm gonna say it.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Because it definitely had that Lord of the Rings style epic adventure. And it was so breathtaking, and you felt like you were watching something special. And it was. It was. And I know that the tease thing at the end made us want more. It didn't feel like 4 hours. My wife even looked at me and she was like, I could have watched another 2 hours because I wanted more. It wasn't that it wasn't satisfying. It was that we wanted more. Because it was so damn good. So damn good. I really enjoyed every second of it. And Alison Crowe, when the film fades to black and it says, "For Autumn," and then hearing that beautiful piano arrangement with Alison Crowe singing Hallelujah. It hit hard. It hit hard. Chills. When it was over and the film, turned back to the HBO Max screen, I wanted more. I want more. I want more of this universe. I want more of the Snyderverse. I want to hear from you guys. Let's not do spoilers in the comments yet, because I know there's going to be a few people who haven't seen this film. Try to be respectful of that. But just let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And then on one of our, chapter breakdown episodes, then go into a little further to it when we do our spoiler review. But Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, as a fan of DC, as a fan of Batman, as a fan of yours, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to every single person who made this possible. Thank you to every single person who donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's so cool, guys. That's so damn cool. Of everything we've done together. This is a celebration. I can't wait. My parents are coming over tomorrow, and we're going to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know, my video editor brother Corey is coming to watch it with us, and we're going to do our Justice League theme party, and I'm so excited to share this with them. I've had so many friends message me today, friends who I haven't spoken to actually since high school, and they're blown away by the film. They're like, this is great. Everyone is noticing. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't give a fuck what the critics say, because they're usually wrong. I always say add 20%. Look at what it is. It's almost 98% for the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. The fans want it. The fans loved it. And we want more. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you guys for making this possible. To everyone who's made this possible. I'm blown away. I'm touched. Don't forget, we have that really, really cool Hallelujah Release the Snyder community music project. I'll have the video tagged at the end for you guys to check out. Definitely get involved in this, guys. This is going to be a big video that we're hoping really encourages people to donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, because that battle never ends. It never ends. We keep going even after the Snyder Cut. Okay? We can really make this special. But it requires you to get involved in this video, whether you can sing, play an instrument, or if you want to be a part of the Autumn's Light Shines On candle portion of the video. We need you to get involved. Make sure you check it out. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And remember, if you share this video and tag us on one of our social media accounts, you get put into that giveaway. And for the number of times you've shared, that's an extra entry to be able to get a chance to get one of Sean O'Connell's books that will get personally signed for you when we announce the winner after we get our 1,000 subscriber. It'll be our 1,000 subscriber celebration. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to tune in weekly. Same bat time. Same bat channel.